Welcome back to LPS News Special Edition. I'm your host, PAWDREY HEPBURN. Today we are joined by actor Tom Dawson, who was held captive for many months by two unlikely kidnappers, his co-star and the brother of his TV show's producer. The co-star in question, Mimi the Caterpillar, has also joined us today, and her responses will be translated by an interpreter. Mimi's partner in crime, Keegan DeCamel, opted not to be here in person today. According to Keegan's representative, his life has not been the same since his last TV appearance. For this reason, he wishes to keep a low profile. Keegan's official statement reads, "I cannot walk across the parking lot at school without being mobbed by crowds of fangirls. I never wanted this. I just wanted to live a quiet life and pursue a career as a gamer. Please just leave me alone." Keegan will instead be joining us by phone interview.
What up?
Tom, thank you for joining us today. To begin, what was it like being held captive for all that time?
Well, it kind of sucked the first little while after I was kidnapped.
Let me go!
But by the second day, I realized I actually had it pretty good. As far as, kidnappings go. It was kind of like a vacation. And Keegan and Mimi were really nice to me.
Tom was an absolute nightmare.
He's joking.
We couldn't have picked a worse person to kidnap.
I hadn't really been pleased with the terms of my contract on the show anyway. And the thing is, when you're kidnapped, you don't even have to work. All I did was sit around and ask for lattes all day. Who wouldn't want that?
Excuse me? That latte isn't going to make itself?
Tom would send Keegan to the coffee shop every single day, without fail.
I like coffee.
Why did Keegan do this, you ask? Because if Tom didn't get his coffee, he'd cry.
My drink of choice is a grande sugar-free, non-fat double shot, decaf, no foam, extra hot, vanilla peppermint, white chocolate latte misto with light whip and extra syrup. In a venti cup, because I like a little bit of extra room.
Yeah, that's definitely not what I was ordering.
After a while, though, the coffee shop got kind of expensive. Which I understand. Times are tough, right? I get it. So Keegan ended up learning how to make my lattes himself. And let me tell you, Keegan makes a mean latte. You just mix up some milk and coffee, add just enough sugar until you can't taste the coffee anymore, and then you add lots of whipped cream, sprinkles, and candy. And there you have it. The problem is, I'm lactose intolerant, so it wasn't long before all that dairy caused a few issues.
Tom is a plastic dog the size of my thumb, and he somehow managed to sneak up my whole room.
Okay, that's a slight exaggeration. Oh god. Oh god!
Also, keep in mind that we were keeping him in a box.
We begged him to try an alternative milk. Almond, coconut, there are plenty of options. Tom refused all of them.
What? I like the taste of milk. It's a little bit of short-term pain for the long-term gain of delicious lattes. How did Tom manage to escape?
He didn't. He was so annoying that we begged him to leave.
It's funny, because I don't really remember that happening.
No, please! Please come back! I'll be good, I promise.
Dang it.
Tom is a diva. He's more high maintenance than Brooke Hayes.
I'm really not that hard to please. All I want is a decent contract and some coffee now and then. Is that really too much to ask?
We just couldn't handle his demands anymore. He had to go.
I kept them entertained. They loved it.
I think there's one question that we're all still pondering. What was your motivation for kidnapping Tom?
I just got sucked into a bad situation. This was Mimi's idea.
Fine. It was my idea.
Look at her. She's a criminal mastermind.
Look, I'm sick of the wage gap, okay? I don't get paid nearly as much as the other actors. And you know why? Because I'm an insect. And anyway, Tom's the favorite.
Well, it's true.
I work hard too, you know. I spend hours rehearsing exactly how I'm going to bark. What you hear is the culmination of hours of work.
I just kind of show up and hope I remember my lines.
But in the end, I'm just a second-rate actor. No one ever asked me if I wanted my own t-shirt. No one invited me to be on their talk show. And you know what? When I tried to frame Brooke for kidnapping Tom, everyone wanted to interview her.
Okay, I'll still never forgive them for making me wear that ugly Brooke shirt. Oh.
What about that cryptic ransom note you left? The one saying, and I quote, "You will pay."
I don't actually know what the plan was with that one.
And what about that mysterious phone call to the news station?
That was me. Mimi's idea.
I just thought it would be a good publicity stunt for my t-shirt, okay? That's all I ever wanted. My own t-shirt.
Do you have any closing words for our viewers?
I thought maybe if I took away everyone's favorite actor, they'd finally pay attention to me. I was wrong, and I'm really sorry.
Listen, I didn't even want to get involved in this. I just want people to leave me alone so I can play my video games.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm not mad at anyone. I'm just glad to be home and glad that someone's going to get me a latte right now. Peace out.
It's a seemingly happy ending to a very strange situation, not only for Dawson, but for all of those involved.
Tom, do you think your kidnapping will affect your relationships on set?
Nah. I totally get why Mimi did what she did. She deserves recognition too. In fact, I talked to Sophie about it, and she agreed to add a Mimi t-shirt to the store. It comes in a variety of styles and colors with your choice of Team Mimi or Team Gigi. I think Mimi's going to be really happy about it. And if you want to grab one, they launched today.
Between the kidnapping of a beloved actor, as well as the producer's injury in a car accident, LPS Popular has faced many obstacles that have inevitably stalled its production. But with Tom back in the picture, it would appear that they finally have the all clear to continue making the show. Thank you for joining us today. PAWDREY HEPBURN for LPS News.